Welcome to part 3 of the Silent Cartographer on the legendary difficulty for nextgenwalkthroughs.com. Now you just want to go back the way you came.
Watch out! I'm ready.
There's no enemies again until you crest the hill. And what I usually do is park near this tree, or right behind it. I take the gunner seat, and usually what happens is the jackals will come out on either side and expose themselves in such a way that you can take them out really easy from the gunner seat. For some reason they didn't do that this time, but they'll usually come up on both sides, right out in the open, and you can shoot them really easy. And you have to pause sometimes and let them feel comfortable with coming out again, because they'll hide a little bit.
I'm going
and you can
after
take
him.
them
Come
out.
on! What the? Found him. Over here. More of them! Yikes!
So what I do eventually is I get my gunner back in the seat so he can provide cover fire, and then I go and take him out myself.
Over here. Roger that. Oh, yeah! Good one.
But I think this is about the only time I've run into this problem. Now right here you have your last OS up here, or overshield, and your little ammo pile with a health pack. You have everything you need here except grenades. The next ammo pile at the bottom of the hill tends to have the grenades. So just make sure you go out exactly the way you came in, because you can only get around this rock on one side. This part right here doesn't matter so much how you do it, but the last tree you have to go out exactly the way you came in. But it's a lot easier. There's no trick to it, no difficulty. You can just get right out. Right there. And this is the ammo pile that'll have some frag grenades if you haven't taken them all. Now this next group of enemies are the ones we were shooting from the top in the last part. And if you have the time and the pistol ammo, it makes it a lot easier because they're all gone now.
No running.
Now, you may have to leave two on the other side or something like that because they're kind of far away. But if you take them out from the top, you won't take any damage now. You won't lose that overshield. Don't go on the water side. I don't know why I did this. I never do it this way, but it gives them too much warning that you're coming. You want to come in on the land side and then just slide into them. And you usually do it really quick.
Oh, is it the best you can do? Oh, come on! It's more fun shooting them!
So this is where you get the rocket. You end up with a rocket with 7 reloads, and then I go in with this rocket and a fully loaded pistol. And then you're all set to finish off the level. Now this is where the last overshield is. I always leave it, and I recommend you could leave it for if you need it. I never use it anymore, but it certainly can be helpful. You always want to come up this way though,
Get up so
whether you get the overshield or not, or you can get it after you take out the hunters, I suppose.
Give me an angle.
But you want to take out all those jackals. You can almost always do it in one swipe, so they're not there later. And this is the way you take out hunters. Come in on one side of them, they're going to jump to the other side, and then just power slide around into them. That's how I should have done it in the last part, and it's just that easy. if you do it right. Now I take the hog down so it's there so I can drive it back out, and I position it in such a way that it blocks the yellow elite that shows up at the end. But it's not that you have to block him in, it's just so he's not able to come out and kill your guys. But you don't have to block the door to do it. And behind me, if you go the other direction, you'll get a cutscene there, but it's a cutscene of nothing, really. It's just showing the big chasm. But that red elite is always there, and you can always melee him in the back like that. And you can usually get this one grunt that's sleeping up here, but after that you have to start shooting. Now this group of jackals inside the doorway, all you have to do is place the grenade at their feet. And you can usually take them out with one grenade. Sometimes it takes two. I just didn't place it well. And with jackals, it's just a few body shots or one shot in the head. I just dropped the rocket to get the plasma pistol to finish off the jackals. It makes it a little easier. You don't have to do that. You can take them out with a regular pistol. But I want to take out all the jackals before I engage the two hunters. Now all I'm doing here is looking to see if I have a shot, and I let them see me so they look that way even if I don't have a shot. And then I use redirection, come around from the other side, and hopefully that provides me a shot in the back. This is a great little wall to pop over. And see, I could have had the shot there, but I missed it. Now you got several ways to take them out. You can either shoot him in the head and it'll bob the head around, but that usually takes a while, and eventually you'll usually get a neck shot. Or if you let them run at you, you can shoot them in the stomach. Or if they're just standing kind of leaning from side to side, you can get a stomach shot. Otherwise, you're always looking for a back shot. And you always have a one-shot kill on the brownish orange exposed flesh there if you have a pistol or a sniper. But you can also kill them with a plasma pistol or needlers, but it takes a lot longer. And you still have to get the exposed flesh, but then it takes several shots to do it. It would have been quicker to take them out with the rockets, but I just wanted to show that you could do this and not waste the rockets. Now it's just kind of getting to the bottom as quick as you can to get to the next group.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Negative. They're closing in too fast. Negative. Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Give him hell, Marine.
We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map.
This hole right here provides you decent cover, but I take out these last few grunts and shoot at the elite a little. You don't get the elite here, he always retreats down to the next level. And what I do is take him out with this needler. So I leave the rocket, and I'm going to pick it back up when I'm done down here. And then the way you set this up is just so that his head is barely exposed, and you load him up with the needles, and you can get him every time really easy. So then I just go and get reloads for the needles, or for the needler, and any plasma grenades I might need. I take out these grunts here, and I'm all set for the next two elites that are going to come up in the next part. And that's it for this part.